the political strategist Rina Shah. In Strasbourg, we're joined by the Hungarian MEP Andras Laszlo. And in Brussels, we have Philip Lausberg, who's an analyst at the European Policy Centre. And I'm delighted to say here with me in the studio, we have Deputy Editor of The Spectator magazine, Freddie Gray. Rina, to you, what's your view on why Trump is saying all of this now?
I believe that the president is certainly irritated with how little he's been able to get done on the world stage. And I hear that echoed in the halls of Congress quite a bit. From Republican members of Congress, what they're dealing with right now are fissures in the MAGA coalition that are coming to the surface. That's another frustration for the president because he finds that embarrassing. This is a president that demands full loyalty. So if it's not happening internally, he's also going to look externally. And I believe by blaming Europe, by, again, criticizing, attacking European leaders, he's trying to really make himself look good. Like the strong leader he always tries to project, he believes that holding other leaders accountable is a good strategy to make him look stronger, again, at home. This is about domestic optics, make no mistake. He ran and campaigned and won on really selling to the American people that he would renew the focus on domestic issues by telling the world that we were no longer going to be the world's bank, the world's police, or come to their defense when they were not doing their equal share. So by blaming Europe, he's leaning right back into that strategy we saw a year ago.
Has he seen your borders lately?
Well, look, the thing about migration is understanding why Trump is really talking about it as part of his broader worldview. He sees Europe's struggles with migration and leadership as real validation for his America First agenda. You know, he's dismissing allies as burdensome rather than strategic partners. And the data really shows that his timing aligns with Europe's ongoing debate. With 29 million foreign residents in the EU as of 2025, that's per recent reports. That allows him to frame it as a cautionary tale for U.S. policy. But when Trump talks about decay, what he's doing is squarely blaming migration policies. And he's warning of civilizational erasure and claiming that Europe could become majority non-European. That's a nod to great replacement theories that really resonate with his anti-immigration stance. So I think his beef, President Trump's beef with London Mayor Sadiq Khan also should be highlighted here. It's personal and it's symbolic. Trump has really long attacked Khan as emblematic of fraud, of failed multiculturalism. And that is using him to argue that progressive policies here within the United States lead to urban decline and to security lapses.
But Rina, we could point out that Sadiq Khan has won back-to-back victories, something Trump has never achieved. He's a very popular, hard-working guy who cares deeply about London and its people. And whether Trump likes it or not, he's not going anywhere.
Right. But Trump loves the framing of making Europe seem like it has weak leaders all around. I mean, look, politically personalizing his attacks helps him position himself as a strongman alternative. And he continues to do that while exposing rifts in NATO, where only 11 of 32 members meet the 2% defense spending target as of 2025. It's not, again, about one particular figure, but it's always about these broad brush insults that help erode the trust. And without naming specifics, sometimes it still really fuels the populist narratives across Europe. And that potentially weakens centrist governments, which is something that Trump benefits from domestically and internationally.
Thanks, Rina. Rina, just come in on that. Is Europe losing relevance then when you're in Washington, D.C.? Do they care about us that much or not?
Look, speaking of the future, I think Europe ought to expect more antagonism from this Trump administration. His pattern of tariffs, NATO criticism, and isolationism really suggests escalating tensions in the new year, especially on trade and defense. That's really tough. So I think, look, Trump's meddling in EU affairs, cheering potential exits by Hungary, Italy, Poland, and Austria. Sure, it oversteps boundaries and it treats the bloc as a rival rather than an ally, which is not America's place to dictate.